here we go. Hello, everybody. Here I am. Don't panic. Debbie's going to make some bannock with you. Just let you guys all know, starting off, I make fried bannock. So fry bread, fried bannock, whichever you want to call it. Some people like traditional bannock is baked or whatever. When you make a traditional or baked bannock, a lot of times you put lard right in with your mixture. Because I'm frying it, I've put a little lard in my oil while it's heating up here. Gives it that special little taste. And other than that, 4 simple ingredients. It doesn't take much. I always call it my 4-3-2-1 recipe, right? That's about how it is. And also, another thing you'll notice about us Indigenous is we're not so good at time management sometimes, they say. And same with measuring. So when we say a cup, that's a cup, you know. Might not be filled in all the spaces. She's rounded up, but, you know, it works. So we are going to I put 3 here. And the reason why I call it a 4-3-2 is I bring out another whole one, and that's going to be for later, my little adding on my board. And I do add a lot in. You'll find out how it works, and that's how I do it. So again, so there's some flour. I got 3 nice rounded cups in here. Now the same thing for my measuring spoons. You'll see, and a lot of people actually, they'll tell you they just use the spoon that's in the kitchen, right? We don't got to get all fancy if you don't have these either. That's why this it can be any cup in your wherever. We're just using like again a normal one, like 4-3-2-1. So I added in, I got my 4 cups of flour. Now I'm gonna I put in 3 of my tablespoons of my baking powder. And again, it's just the one out of the counter there. Now I always like a little sugar, so same thing. Now we went 3. Now we're going 2. And salt, I like a little salt in mine. So we're going with the teaspoon, and we're going with 1 of salt. And you see, we're just throwing it together. No perfect measurements at all there. I have my 4 cups of water because I was using my 4 cups of flour there. I have 3 in here, 3 kind of like keeping ones a little bit. I'm just stirring that stuff up together there a little bit. And directly in water. It's lukewarm or whatever. So I usually go with a straight pour. I pour just about most of it in there and start mixing it with the spoon here. My trick, and the way I've always told people, is the more you touch it and the more you play with it, the worse it's gonna be. I mix that together with the water I put in there. I put in a good 3 cups of water in it, and I will show you now. So I put that in there. It was super, super sticky. Now, as you'll see, as I'm putting it in there, I put a little bit more flour. I'm letting it take it up from all the sides. And now you guys will see it. To me, this is what I call like really, really sticky kind of thing. Again, the way I do it. So I'm going to put a little bit more loose right on it, not even mixing it. The rest I'm dumping right on my board here. I'll tip you guys down. You can see, it's quite a little pile, right? So, quite a little pile. Same thing. Now I'm literally going to clean my my dough out there. Some people, you can let it sit for a few minutes if you want. It'll actually start rising up, literally rising up right in your bowl. We'll set that off. You can see how sticky it is, right? Like, that's how sticky my dough is. It looks really wet, really sticky. I'll put a little of this on top, and now see, I just start almost like the way I guess you see those sourdough people do it. I think they were onto something. Now you'll see I'm just taking my flour, and again, it was super sticky, but I'm not getting a whole bunch on me because I'm trying to incorporate a little bit of flour in it. But again, one of the biggest tricks is the more you touch it, the worse it is. So I'm not super, like, I'm not kneading it. I'm just kind of rolling it on my floured surface here. Super floured surface, making sure I see my flour there. It's still around. See, it really soaked it up a bit, and it's not as much kneading. Is now I'm just gonna sit my little dough pile here, and this is where it starts, guys. Like, I might grab a little bit more flour to have on the board so that it isn't super sticky here. I'll just wipe off my hands a little bit there. Flour is right here. I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. So see, same thing, whatever. And this is just to have here, because now I'll show you, this is all I do. I was looking for my special little cutter. We can use this. I like to keep them kind of smaller on a side. So now I will literally just get a butter knife here, or a knife, and I will literally chop off a section of my dough. You can see very sticky little dough there, right? This stuff can sit here. Put a little flour there so it doesn't stick up. And a little flour here, like I said, like on the board. And now all I do is take the one that I'm gonna fry, and see, I kind of pat it down here. There's the flour, like the extra flour. See, just enough that I can pat it. I'm not really kneading it. I've pat it, and it's enough that it's not sticking to me. I will cut out a little piece. I will put my little center hole in there. Give it a little tap. So there you go. She ain't too much. Check it out, guys. Check it out. It rises in the oil. As you can see, she went in nice. It's brand new oil too, guys, so it's taking a bit. But you drop it in there, a little hole in the center to help some easy cooking. And she rises up in there. So turn you back here. And you can see again. And now I'll literally, this dough is a little thin, so whatever, but a little poke into the oil. Grab another one. Make my circle. Oh, see, and she does it. They don't have to be perfect. So I don't know if you can tell. My dough is sticky if it's just handled without the flour, like you can tell, and see a little hole in there. But once you've got your surface floured and your hands have been working a little bit, she goes pretty easy. I put that in there. I will take off another little piece here. You don't even, like, it's so fresh, the dough, and I haven't kneaded it, that when I do have these extra little pieces now, it's not over kneaded or anything. I just push them back together like this, and they really come together quickly, because again, it's kind of like the first time they're being kneaded up. So another shape, it doesn't matter what shape they are, you just try to get them cut. A little teeny hole, like I said, for some even baking there. And now I am going to turn you around again here quickly. Get out my flipper. And now you guys can see that first one that I already put in there. There we go. Flipped her over. She's getting golden. I got some other little pieces in here. They can be any size you want. I'm using a small cutter, so we're getting these nice smaller sized bannocks. Really doable. You can see the little hole in the center is allowing some even goldening, like frying up and all that. And that's what it is, guys. Like, it's not that hard. I got my little mound here, so if you could see it wants to stick back there, because again, not over flour, like not putting too much flour in my dough at the beginning is my trick. My flour gets incorporated on the board more, the main bit of it there. And see, I can push it around a little, getting ready to cut my next ones, like, or for whatever. See, so fresh on the inside where I cut it. It would be sticky. I take this piece, just pat it out a couple times, flip it on your flour. It is ready now to be cut, literally to be cut. And you don't have to use a cutter. A lot of times I will take one like that, cut it, cut it, cut it. There we go. I have my pieces ready for the oil next time. Ha 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 ha! I should have worn my apron, but that's how it happens around here, guys. Anyways, these ones are ready for the fryer. Got my dishes here. That's it. It's quick, easy. Wash the hands. Get ready to flip those other ones. Pull them out. It's pretty darn easy, guys. I'll show you on another flip here. Let's get you in on that. As you can see, look at them. Just beautiful. You start to flip them, roll them, kind of like donuts. And there we go. I see my oil is a little full, but that's fine. They're cooking up nice. We'll let those all get golden. This was the first one there, that little tester. You can see it's getting nice on the other side there. Bring it out like this. I forgot to get some paper towel, but you can see that. Comes out. We'll set her just right there for a second. Oh, I better find myself my paper towel there. Sorry. Use you guys there. We'll pick that up. Give her a little thing. I'm going to set you guys back down right here and show you that. Hot. Ooh, hot. There you go. Break that open. Nothing better than steaming hot fry bread. You put a little bit of butter on there or some homemade jam. Sprinkle them with sugar and cinnamon. So delicious.